This Romanian sweet cheese pie is simple, crispy and filled with farmer's cheese. It's made with phyllo dough that bake up golden and flaky in the oven. I'll also show you a simple trick using baking paper that makes rolling the pie much easier and keeps everything neatly together. You'll find the full list of ingredients and exact quantities in the description so you can easily follow along. Let me show you how. As I mentioned earlier, the main ingredient I use is farmer's cheese, a fresh Romanian cheese similar to cottage cheese, but drier. However, regular cottage cheese can work too. Making the filling is all about mixing the ingredients together, except for the raisins. I add all the eggs to the mixer bowl, together with the vanilla extract, sugar and a pinch of salt. Then using the whisk attachment, I mix them starting on low speed and slowly ramping up to maximum. After about 5 minutes, you should see the eggs and sugar turn into a pale cream. Next, I break up the cheese into small crumbs and add it to the bowl. I switch to the paddle attachment and mix for a few more minutes. Then I add the yogurt and mix for another 2 or 3 minutes. The result should look something like this. It's quite runny, but don't worry, it will turn out just right when baking, thanks to the eggs that will puff up and tie everything together. Now that the filling is done, it's time to put everything together. I start by unfolding the phyllo dough and setting it aside. I line a baking tray with baking paper and slide the cutting board underneath one side of the tray so it sits at a slight angle. Because the filling is quite runny, this prevents the rolls from flattening out. Each roll gently leans against the previous one until they go into the oven. I take another piece of baking paper and on it I lay one sheet of phyllo dough, spray it with some cooking oil. Then using a ladle, I add a layer of cheese filling and a handful of raisins. I don't spread the filling, I just leave it as it falls from the ladle. It will even out once the pie is rolled and while baking. I cover it with another sheet of dough, spray some more oil and add roughly the same amount of filling. Rolling the pie is very easy. I start it by hand, then lift the baking paper and let it guide it forward until it's fully rolled with the seam side down. Then I gently move it into the baking tray and repeat the process for the rest. Oh, and while I'm doing all this, the oven is already preheating to 180 degrees Celsius or 355 Fahrenheit. Once done, bake for about an hour or until the rolls are golden brown. I use the broiler at the same temperature for 5 minutes at the end for a little extra crispness and color. After the baking is done, I spray the top with some water and immediately add a generous amount of powdered sugar. The water will help the sugar stick a bit better to the surface. And that's it! A simple, crispy, sweet cheese pie. If you try making it, let me know in the comments how it turned out and whether you liked it. If you did, consider leaving a like and subscribing so you don't miss future recipes. Or check out one of my other videos, you might find something you like. Until next time, bye!